Happy Monday. Oh, it's hot. Happy Monday, happy Monday. It's almost Tuesday. Why? Because about once in a month, okay. The place I work, we have this deadlines, so we have to stay late. Sometimes like this, like. So I went to office like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I left the office 11 p.m. Okay, so sometimes it's like that. It's fun. It's long hours sometimes, but like once a month, if that, right? And then, but it's nice and relaxing though. It's not like busy. It's fun. It's because it only happens once in a while. Whereas for a change, it's cool. So actually, it's healthier for me to work long hours. Why? Because when I work, I don't drink. Okay, so it's in terms of health, it's better for me. And I ran twice. Once during the lunchtime, once during the dinner time. When I have lunch or dinner, I mean, I'm still at work, right? So I had lunch, I ran during the lunchtime. I had dinner, I ran. So I ran twice. And also, doing, I mean, we have to stay late, but it's not like we are constantly working. No, no, no. So yeah, we have a lot of leg time, downtime. So during those times, I do exercise. Okay, so yeah, kind of static office exercise. What are they? I think I showed you. Okay, like standing on one foot, standing in one foot. We call it here in humanology martial yoga. Okay, yeah, you can do crane style, whatever. Yeah, just static. And also stretching. Okay, and one one foot swing. I showed you many times, several times before, so I'm not gonna do it because I had enough of that today. So sometimes, like when I'm just alone in my office, yeah, I do push-ups and sit-ups. Okay, so yeah, I get plenty of exercise. I want some beer. Uh, yeah. So I guess so far I haven't said many good things about Hispanics. Actually, I have. Like when I was in Los Angeles, I lived in Hispanic neighborhood, and when I was in law school in Michigan, I lived in a black neighborhood, mostly black. When I was in law school, and when I was computer programmer, also making movie in Los Angeles, I lived in a Hispanic neighborhood. Okay, because uh, and they're great. They're great neighbors. It's just that I couldn't afford expensive apartments. So yeah, kind of lower middle income kind of neighborhood. Okay, yeah, very very good neighbors. Okay, so yeah, blacks, Hispanics. Again, I'm not. Maybe I gave you impression that I'm some kind of racist, but how can I be a racist? I'm not even white. Okay, so. No, no, I'm not a racist. I love all races, and yeah, they're fantastic neighborhood neighbors mostly. Okay, like any neighborhoods, and then and white people. There are some bad white people out there too, right? So also when I was in the U.S. Army, yeah, my sergeants, officers who are, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, yeah, or Middle Eastern Jews. When I was in the U.S. Army, I didn't see too many Middle Easterns or too many Jews. Okay, yeah, it's a few Asians, very few Asians, but yeah, whites, blacks, and Hispanics. Yeah, I see so many of them in the U.S. Army. Yeah, very very few Jews, very few Middle Easterns. Not that many though, but vibes in them. Okay, so yeah, yeah. I have fantastic Hispanic sergeants. Yeah, fantastic Hispanic sergeants, African American sergeants who took care of me like as if I'm their child. Okay, so also my colleagues. Okay, yeah, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians. Yeah, we're all like brothers. So yeah, they're great. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we may need another whiteboard. Okay, so I guess we are kind of erasing all the mathematics that we've done so far because we are doing economics, and it's taking all the whiteboard that we have. But that's fine. Mathematics, well, we'll get back to it so at some point. But we are doing this economics, and we are having a lot of fun. So let's dance while the music lasts. Okay, so no, don't do that. We'll just erase this guy. Okay, so let's dance while the music lasts. So we are kind of revisiting our old friend transactional demand theory and the transactional demand theory. By the way, let's talk about berries. Okay, so with my friends, I went to one of those hiking place where a lot of people come and pick berries. Yeah, we went there and we picked berries. Okay, it's a watermelon berry. It's called, but I rather call it cucumber berry because watermelon is very sweet. This berry is not sweet at all. It's pretty, but it's not sweet. It's watermelon berry, but it's better to be called cucumber berry because it tastes more like cucumber than watermelon because this berry is not sweet at all. It tastes more like cucumber. You know, cucumber is not sweet, right? This berry is like cucumber. Okay, so insipid. Okay, it doesn't have much taste to it. It tastes just like cucumber. Okay. Mm. Some dead tree, brick, whatever. But in vodka, it's good. I guess I can put cucumber in vodka and see what happens. But I don't buy. I don't put things that I buy from grocery to vodka because that tastes. I mean, that just feels too artificial. So I didn't like it. I did try. You know, I put some blueberry or raspberry that I bought from Walmart and I put it in the vodka and I didn't like it. Maybe they have some chemicals in there like insecticides that kind of reacts with vodka. Maybe I don't know. I just didn't like it. So when I put things in vodka, I only put like natural, like hand-picked stuff. And what I really want to pick is salmonberry. Salmonberry. I looked it up. Why do they call it salmonberry? Because salmonberry is big. I mean, it's like 3 times bigger than raspberry. Okay. Yeah, it's about the size of blackberries. Blackberries. But salmonberry is very pretty. Some of them is like red or yellow, orange when it's ripe. Salmonberry, Alaskan salmonberry is It's my favorite. They don't sell it. I had it once when I went hiking like 3 years ago. There's this miners road that go all the way down, all deep down to the at the end of the road, very narrow road, miners road, right? Old miners road. You go all the way down. You park their parking area, and I go when hiking. Yeah, I pick salmon berries. It's a handful because salmon berry is not very common. Raspberry in Alaska is very common. Raspberry is common. Also, yeah, this cucumber berry, watermelon berry. Okay, it's very common. High bush cranberry is very common. Raspberry is very common, but uh, this is crowberry and this is blueberry. Okay, they more higher altitude. So yeah, you have to drive some further up, and then yeah, then there are a lot of them. It was so labor intensive because it's tiny little berries. How small this is, and you handpick this one by one. So I guess I pick berries for an hour, then this is what I have. Labor intensive, labor. And they also grow on the ground. Okay, so after a while, I have enough berries for one vodka cup, so and even last very long time. Probably I keep drinking like this like a year until I pick next year's berry. Almost, I mean, of course, by then it's not gonna have any taste, right? But oh well, that's all I can have. Yeah, some people even dry it or freeze it, but I don't do that. Why? I have too many other stuff in my fridge. My fridge isn't that big, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna put on some jacket, shirt. Oh boy. So the salmon berry is my favorite because it's very tart, sour, and it's big and firm. It's about size of blackberry that you buy in the grocery store, or slightly bigger even. Okay, so salmon berry is very big, and they call it salmon berry because it looks like the salmon eggs, salmon roll. Yeah, people should start farming salmon berries because it is amazing. Salmon berry. Also, Alaska we have what's called cloudberry. It's smaller than raspberry, but it tastes better. It tastes magical. Cloudberry. It also is on the ground. Salmonberry, on the other hand, is a bush. It grows up to like 10 feet, higher than me. I'm 6 feet. I'm 5'10". Okay, so 10 feet. Yeah. So salmonberry, yeah, it's a huge potential for farming. Okay, so it's cloudberry because it just tastes so good. Tastes magical. Okay. Cloudberry is smaller than raspberry. It looks like raspberry, but it's smaller, and it's on the ground level. And raspberry, yeah, it grows like what, 3 feet, 5 feet, right? Yeah. This is good. Yeah, crowberry. Yeah, it's very good. I like it. Blueberries are so crowberries are once you go high altitude. Yeah, it's fairly common crowberries, but blueberries there are a lot of them, but not as many as these crowberries. Okay, and blueberries it tastes. Does it taste better? Maybe a little bit. Or not. But I really like this strawberry vodka. Yeah, it is good. Okay. You know the economics? We can do just a little. Just a little. So, in calculus of integration, let's do some basics, cover the basics, okay? When you do calculus in the integration, uh, area has direction. It's kind of funny notion, okay? Area have direction. let me tell you. Right? Area has direction. Two-dimensional area has direction. So for example, let's say you have a function y is equal to 1, okay? So, and here you have x1, x2. And you want to find area between y equals 0, y equals 1, x equal to x1, x is equal to x2. Okay? So then what you do is integral y dx, that's this, okay? This is y, height, and dx, that's delta x, infinitesimally small, okay? Integral 1 times dx, right? Well, from x1 to x2, okay? x1 to x2. Integrate this x bar from x1 to x2 is equal to x2 minus x1, okay? Which is positive. Why? Because x2 is more than x1. Okay? But if you integrate from x2 to x1 of y dx, it becomes from x2 to x1, x2 to x1, and then this becomes what? X bar from x2 to x1, which is equal to x1 minus x2, which is negative, okay? So it's negative area if you integrate from right to left. The area becomes negative. And not only that, if you integrate yeah, let's do the basics. Let's cover the basics of integration. Okay, so if you have flip side of this is this. You have x1, x2, and you have y is equal to minus 1, okay? So, integral from x1, from left to right, to x2, minus 1 dx is equal to what? x1 minus x2, okay? So, which is also negative. So, integration can be negative, okay? So, it's area, two-dimensional area with some directionality, one-dimensional directionality, okay? It can be positive or negative, okay? You got it? So that's why we have to multiply by minus 1 when we integrate from population equation to transactional demand equation, okay? That's why it becomes negative 1, kinda, okay? Also, so that's that. Regarding the Sam-Walton principle, okay, we didn't quite mathematically prove it. We did the laziest way. We proved by one example, which is not a proof at all, okay? We just illustrated why that could be the case. But mathematically rigorous proof, maybe we'll leave it to next generation, or I'll leave it to you, because I did my share of work. Yeah, find some sufficient and necessary condition such that Sam-Walton principle is true. Maybe it's not always true. Okay, then find a necessary and sufficient condition where Sam-Walton principle is true. Okay, just narrow down the set. Okay, because that doesn't have to be always true. Okay, it just needs to be realistically true, given the realistic presumption, premises, assumptions. Maybe it's 99% true, Sam-Walton principle. You cut the price, You maximize your profit. That kind of stuff. Okay. And we can apply Sam Walton principle in politics as well, because that's what we are good at, humanologists, right? Yeah. Uh, what does it mean, a politician cutting his price? Uh, in economics, business, cutting the price means your product is so cheap, both the rich and the poor can afford it. Okay? Now, let's say if I'm a politician, okay, I guess my price is quite high, probably higher than Donald J. Trump, because that's probably because I'm like elitist, maybe kind of luxury, kind of like boutique, kind of presidential candidate. Like not many people know me, and it's not. I'm not cheap like President Trump. Anybody can vote for Trump, right? He's a populist. I'm not. I'm not a populist at all. I demand a lot. I'm very, very expensive presidential candidate. Probably that's why nobody except myself can afford to vote for me, voting for me, because people can just cannot afford voting for me because I'm just too expensive. Okay, because I'm demanding a lot. My price is so high. You should not be gay. You should not be obese. You should not be tattooed, pierced. You should not be transgender, and you shouldn't even advocate for any of those garbage ideologies. And you should not be ultra internationalist. And yeah, I have too many rules. So, and I say those things, so I make people very difficult to vote for me. I make it very difficult to vote for me. It will be almost impossible that anybody would vote for me, except for myself. Okay, so in a way, I'm asking a lot. What can I say? Yeah. But again, I don't hate people. I love everybody. Okay, I do, because it's not human nature. It's not my nature personally to hate people. Okay. Yeah, maybe for a second, for a days, for hours, for a couple of days, maybe I hate this person, but it doesn't last very long. I have to love. I have to forgive, forget. So I don't want to hate people and make my life miserable. I don't want to be angry at people and make my life miserable. I want to be happy, don't you? Yeah, then don't get angry, don't hate people. Forgive and forget, get along. It will make your life easier and make you a happier person. Okay? Okay, so integration, yeah, it can be negative, okay? So it's something very basic, okay? Although not many mathematics teachers, calculus teachers emphasize on this point, but yeah, it can be negative, okay? All right, let's take a break, okay? So I'm kind of getting sleepy too. Oh boy. Take a break. Okay, we'll be back. Okay. Where's my glasses? Give me one second. Ah, man. So, uh, now we got the basics in mathematics, so now we need to plug it in economics, because economists they're not very good at mathematics. They know mathematics. Yeah, I've recently I read some economics new paper, academic journal paper, many journal papers are free online. Somewhere, yeah, you can find PDF free, but most journal articles, yeah, you have to pay for it. How much? $35 a piece. Journal articles, they're expensive. Okay, so, but there are good enough number of free PDF versions somewhere if you look hard enough. Okay, so yeah, recently I read some economics, quite recent economics journal article. Yeah, I did understand what they were saying, and they were like making theorem and proof and stuff. That was impressive. So yeah, some economists, they are good at mathematics too, but in foundational level, deeper philosophical level like this, which is not difficult mathematics at all, it's basics, right? Many economists, they're not good at that. They try to make it too fancy mathematically. Okay, so that's why they haven't found this yet. Transactional demand theory. Transactional demand theory. Okay, so we're going way back to the basics. Okay, yeah, look at this is just high school calculus, not even college. Okay, where I came from, South Korea. Okay, very very basic level. Yeah, we are doing integration. In economics, mostly they do the maybe differentiation, but not many integration. But we are actually kind of like starting from integration. We are not starting from differentiation. Yeah, we a little bit did, but yeah, integration is uh, kind of our starting point. Okay, so all right, let's try that. Let's try it again. Third round. All right, we want to be have a good foundation for our transactional demand theory. Okay, so we nicknamed as a flat Earth hypothesis. Okay, it's kind of a joke, but it's a nickname. Our population model is this. Okay, uh, okay. You person who make 10K a year, 50K a year, 100K a year. Okay. There's one person who in each slot, and along the line, 30K, 70K, only one person in each economic echelon, in each level. Okay, one person. If there are 10 people in this island, one person make 10K, one person make 20K, all the way to 90K, 100K, only one person each. Flat Earth hypothesis. Flat Earth scenario. Yeah, flat demographics model. Okay, if this model is true in this kind of island, then it will look like this. If we price pasta, one pasta dish is $100. You take the K out. Okay, if we make one pasta dish, if we price it with $100, only one person can purchase that. But if we reduce the price from $100 to $90, now two people can purchase that. Who are they? A person who makes 100K a year, and the other person who makes 90K a year. When the price of the pasta is $90 per piece, per dish, two people can purchase. If we reduce the price even further to $80 per pasta dish, three people can purchase it. Person who make 100K, 90K, 80K. Yeah, three people can purchase it. The rest of them, 7 people, they cannot purchase pasta. They can't even dream about it. Okay. Now, are we communist? No. We humanologists. I don't know about you. You know what? If you're communist, socialist, you are most welcome here. But we want to point out that you are mistaken. Okay, because we see the uneven distribution of wealth as diversity. Why? Because rich people, they are not necessarily happier than poor people. Money is not key to happiness, at least in the eyes of humanology. Okay? So, I'm not rich, I'm here in the middle. But am I happy? I am. Why? Because I diet and exercise. I am healthy. Look at me. It's Monday. I came home. When I came home, it's like 11:30. Okay, but my superiors, they're nice, so they said, yeah, you can come late tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, because I didn't have to stay with them, but I did. Why? Because I do care. And I wanted to help. Okay, I didn't want to just come home at 5 and things are going very. We have deadline to meet and but they didn't ask me to stay. I said, if you need me, I'll be here. And I stayed until 11 p.m. Yeah, they appreciate that. So this vodka is excellent. It's excellent. Yeah, it's Monday. Okay, Monday night. It's almost like midnight now by now. Probably already is. So yeah, Monday I worked until 11 p.m. from 8 a.m. How many hours that? 15 hours. Well, I have 1 hour lunch, 1 hour dinner. So, so 8 to 11, that's 12 plus 3 is 15 hours, minus 2, 13 hours. I guess I worked about 13 hours. Of course, it's not always busy, slow sometimes. Long hours though. But yeah, I'm 41. I'm totally fine because yeah, I enjoy what I do, and also I don't make a lot of money, but I like people I work with, and so yeah, no problem. Uh, I also exercise too. Eat healthy, diet and exercise. So I'm happy. Yeah, and I don't feel too much fatigue or tiredness at all. Okay, because yeah, I do diet and exercise. I eat healthy. Oh, and this Alaskan berry vodka, I think it helps too. It's full, jam packed full of vitamin, antioxidant, whatever. Because at least in Korea, I'm sure it's same as Japan and China too. We call it medicinal drink. You have strong liquor, and you put healthy berries or edible flowers or mushrooms, edible mushrooms. Yeah, we call that medicinal drink. In Korean, it's called yakju. Okay. I happen to know how to write it. This means medicine, yak. Okay. Ju, of course, I know how to spell it in Chinese. It means liquor, alcohol. Okay. Yeah, yakju, medicinal drink. Okay. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, I look at Chinese, Koreans, Japanese. Look at them. They drink all like every night. Adult men, yeah, yeah, that's normal. Drinking culture in Asia, Far East Asia, China, Korea, Japan. Okay, so they live long, healthy. Okay, no obesity. Americans, they used to do that too. Americans used to drink and smoke cigarettes. Used to do that. Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, yeah, they smoke cigarettes. I mean, adult men, they smoke cigarettes. They drink alcohol on a daily basis. But they are healthier than today's Americans. Americans in 1950s, 60s, 70s, they used to drink a lot too, and smoke cigarettes as well. Yeah, look at Twilight Zone, TV series, made in 1950s, 1960s. Okay, so black and white. Yeah, I have all that. Yeah, they drink all the time. They don't drink beer and wine. No, that's for girls, right? No, they drink liquor like whiskey, bourbon, like cognac, or like brandy, whatever. Back in the days, in 1950s, 60s, 70s, Americans used to be a lot healthier and more beautiful. Okay? Nowadays, look at America. Tattooed, pierced, gay, lesbian, transgender, perverse. America has become so perverse, obese, ultra interracialism, all that stuff. So America has become a lot worse, and it's worsening. Okay, President Obama, President Trump, yeah, they both suck. Okay, they are not good role models, and they are not good leaders. Okay, that's why I'm running for president. Okay, so at least I'm trying. Okay, so yeah. This vodka is so good. I prefer this crowberry vodka to this blueberry vodka because if you eat it raw, yeah, I think blueberry tastes a little bit better than crowberries. But in vodka, I think crowberry tastes a lot better. Maybe not that different, okay, but I really like this crowberry vodka because this is good. Blueberry vodka is too, but good too, but it tastes kind of flowery and cosmeticy, a, li- a little bit, chemically, chemicalish, cosmetic kind of fragrance, too flowery. But this crowberry, that it tastes real like real berry, Oh, why is it called crowberry? My guess is that it's black, just like crows. Yeah, Alaska we have ravens. They're pretty big. They're so cute and so smart. Ravens, they make all different sounds. In Texas, they have what mockingbirds, right? Very creative birds. Mockingbirds, they're very very creative because they make all different sounds. Crows are like that too. They make all different kinds of sounds. And I think we talked about this last year in the winter. I think crows, ravens, they make all different sounds in order to attract attention from people. I think they try to look cute, try to draw attention so that people would love them and throw them food. That would be my theory. Okay, or maybe they are doing that for fun because crows, ravens, they're so smart. In Alaska, in winter, sometimes the wind is very strong. So just three crows, ravens. Ravens are bigger crows, right? They're just flying in this windy sky just to enjoy. Yeah, they're in the air, but they're not going anywhere because they're flying against the wind and they were enjoying that. They're doing that for fun, you know. And during the winter, last winter, yeah, on winter, every winter, yeah, I run on the snow because people go snowmobiling on the frozen lake because the lake it freezes like 2 feet or 3 feet deep. Like, it becomes like concrete. So what do? I do push-ups on a frozen lake without any gloves. Yeah, I get my napkins in my pocket. So yeah, I just wipe it off after I'm done. One round of push-ups on the frozen lake with my bare hands. I like doing that stuff. Hmm. How many times? 50. I think I did 100 times, a couple of times, or maybe 10 times. Yeah, 100. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. Well, come this winter, we'll see. Okay, because I don't remember. Last winter, did I do 100 times? Maybe I did because it. I just do like this, just a little bit. Okay, so it doesn't take very long when I do 100 times push-ups. Yeah, I just do move a little bit so that I can do 100. Okay, so probably I did many times, several times, 100 times on a frozen lake without any gloves, with my bare hands. I'm not recommending you to do this because I don't want you to get frostbite and cut your finger off. No, I don't want that. What I'm saying is that's something I do on a regular basis during the winter because I've been doing this for a very long time. Okay, so yeah, I'm a man. I'm also now I'm an Alaska man. So yeah, I do that kind of stuff. Okay, so all right. So yeah, I think trying to open my eyes very big or as big as possible, I think it's working very well. So I recommend that to you too. Okay, yeah, have some light in your eyes, get some energy, invest some energy in your eyes. Try to make it look big and your facial expression and yeah, get some make your face more expressive. I think it's boosting my energy level actually. Okay. Yeah. When you see people, yeah, smile. Smile. Yeah. I think it does make you happy. Okay, so yeah, it's working very well. Because Jesus said, yeah, put some light in your eyes. Yeah, Jesus said that. Look it up. Okay. All right, so we don't need to talk about liquor. I mentioned it because oh, this vodka is so good. It's like Alaskan berry. Yeah, Alaskan berries are known to have higher antioxidant than anywhere else. So why? I guess because air is so clean. Alaskan air. Yeah, we have a lot of oxygen. Yeah, antioxidant is like more like antioxidant. What? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, Alaskan berries. Oh, power food, man. Mm, this is good. Yeah. Really enjoying this. So, this is a population curve. Population curve. Okay, so uh, all right. What is X? Cellular level. Okay. For every cellular level, okay, there was only one person. What is Y? Number of people. Okay. Every cellular level, there's only one person. Okay, so there's a population function. It's not price function. It's a population function. Okay, so yeah, we have to call it pi to distinguish from price. Now, next level. Okay. Uh, demand function. Okay, demand function. Well, we just call it the y1, y2. Okay, so demand function minus x plus 1. Okay. Why? I'll tell you why. After a break. Okay, so because we are gonna integrate this line in a reverse way. We integrate from right to left. That's why we did that integration exercise. Okay, we are integrating this from right to left. That's why we have to multiply by 1. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay. Mm. You know, do you remember when I had that what popcorn mushroom? That was my nickname for that puffball mushroom. Yeah, puff. It pops just like popcorn. Mushroom that pops just like popcorn. It tastes like popcorn. Okay, kind of nutty, you know. Yeah, I had this nirvana experience when I first had that for the first time in my life. That popcorn mushroom, that puffball mushroom, vodka. I had this nirvana experience, right? Oh, it's so good. Okay. Now, this crowberry vodka is very first time in my life. This Alaskan blueberry vodka also first time in my life, and let's see. It's good, but I like this one better. Crowberry vodka. When I eat it raw, like this crowberry and blue Alaskan blueberry. Yeah, I think blueberry tastes better. Just a little bit, okay. But in terms of vodka, yeah, this crowberry vodka, I like it a lot more. Yeah. So yeah, let's go one more level. Just write it down, okay? Is revenue. Uh, is it? Yeah, something like that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we went over this yesterday, but today we are revisiting it. It's our third round, okay? Because practice makes perfect, right? So, yeah, I mean, have you seen anything like this in your economics, years of economics study? If you are economics major or economics PhD or master's or PhD or professor, or maybe you have. I don't know. I didn't study too much economics. Okay. my economic study is like haphazardish, kind of like, here and there, kind of eclectic, informal. Okay, I only took one economics class. Okay, in college. When I was in Korean high school, yeah, we did learn economics theories. We did. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of AP class kind of thing in America, right? But it was not because in when I was in Seoul, South Korea, there was no AP class. I actually kinda okay. It was more like a social club. I mean, extracurricular activity kind of. Yeah, we have this English club, okay, where in Seoul, South Korea, when I was there in early 1990s, yeah, we have extracurricular clubs and English club and geography club and some athletic club or Korean traditional music club. Yeah, we have some extracurricular activity, right? Yeah. Also science club, physics club. Yeah. But yeah, I did learn some economics class in economics theory in uh, Seoulian Korean, South Korean high school, but it was not AP class. It was just regular class where everybody had to take. Mandatory, okay, so it was nothing elitist, okay, so. But in college in America, yeah, I took one economics class, yeah, microeconomics, that's it, okay. I mean, my dad happened to be an economics professor, so he doesn't want to talk about economics when he's home with me, with my mom, my siblings. No, he doesn't want to talk about work at home. But just because he's economics professor, I asked him many questions, and he was so kind to answer me. Okay. Most of the times, actually, I think he enjoyed answering my questions because you know I'm a good student. Yeah, like 3.9 GPA out of 4.0. Okay, so yeah, he knows that. So he from what I remember, yeah, most of times, yeah, he did enjoy answering my questions. Okay, most of times. So yeah, I did learn economics. Okay, so okay. Also, my friends, they were like economics PhD too, and my friends, yeah, when I was in undergrad in somewhere in the Midwest, yeah, I hung out with many Koreans in Korean American church, where Korean Americans or temporary Koreans who came to American school for their PhD, masters, or undergrad study. Yeah, they go to Korean churches, and I went there too because I when I first came back to America in Midwest when I was like 18, 19, I didn't speak much English. So yeah, hung out with Ko- Koreans who are in America. Okay, so yeah, went to Korean churches, and yeah, there were students, PhD level, master level, undergrad level, okay, or just ESL, English as second language. Yeah, visiting students. I hung out with them, and so some of my Korean friends they studied economics, so I did learn economics from them too, from my friends. Okay, so yeah. So my economics education is very informal. It's more social. Okay. Yeah, very interesting field. Very, very. It's not all. It's not just about money. No, it's not mammonic, whorish, prostitutional thing. No, it's mathematical, metaphysical. Okay, so it's where mathematics meet people. That's economics. Economics is where mathematics meet people. Okay? Yeah, heaven and the earth. Heaven and the earth. Metaphysics, physics. Mathematics, people. Yeah, in the middle ground, we have economics. We have people and we have mathematics, numbers, I guess, equations, calculus. Yeah, so economics is kind of middle ground, bridge between mathematics and people. Yeah, like Jacob, Israel later on. Yeah, Jacob had this dream and oh, there is angels going up and down this ladder connecting heaven and the earth. Yeah, Jacob's ladder. He had this dream. Yeah, let's make this stone. Once used to be my pillow. Yeah, I forgot the name of that place in Israel. Whatever. If you're a good Christian, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? So, I don't even know what book that is. Is it Book of Genesis? Jacob. Who was Jacob's father? Isaac. Whose father is Abraham. So I guess it's still, yeah, Genesis, Book of Genesis. Book of Genesis is such a long, big book, right? Because after Genesis you have Exodus, so Exodus is all about Moses, right? Yeah, I think it's all about Genesis, Book of Genesis. You have Adam and Eve, and later on you have Noah. You then later on, I mean between that you have Enoch, I guess, whatever. And later on you have all Jews, Middle Easterns. They're not white people, they're brown people. Okay, Middle Easterns. Yeah, shitty race, browns like me. Okay, shit race. You don't have to call it shit race. You can call it earthy race. It's like soil underground, kind of ground level race, right? You know, let's take a break, okay? 'Cause I need some vocal rest, okay? So it's about time to take a rest. We talk. We take a break from economics, mathematics, and we talk about Bible, okay? Because for us humanologists, Monday is like Sunday, okay? It's like the time we take a break, okay? Krove vodka, oh my God, so good. First time in my life. Oh, this Krove vodka is so good. Oh my goodness. Take five, okay? Where is my glasses? Alright, we're back. Okay. I think we did enough economics and mathematics, okay? So there was this one thing I was talking about before the break and I forgot what they were. Can you remind me? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Bible. Okay, yeah, Joseph. Yeah, Book of Genesis. Now it's coming all back to me. You know, crowberries. We had so many of them, so I have another cup of this. Actually, I have 3 cups of crowberries. Okay, so let me go find it. Yeah, well, let it sit. Okay, so I have some mushroom vodka, fungus, fungal influence, fungus among us. Yeah, let's do mushroom drinks instead because I had enough crowberry already. So yeah, let's rotate it. Yeah, it's medicinal drink. So shelf mushroom growing on birch tree. Okay, growing on a dead birch tree. Okay. Yeah, this puffball mushroom. Mm. It's getting meaty now. It's giving out this pollen. Is it the right term? Whatever. Yeah, so yeah, Book of Genesis, okay, you have Adam, Enoch, Abraham, Adam, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, then Isaac, then Esau and Jacob, then Joseph, dreamer, right? Yeah, I mean Judah, he was the. You have Reuben in Reuben sandwich, okay. That's where his name is most famous, Reuben sandwich. Yeah, but Judah, yeah, and the Beatles song, "Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a scissor and make it better, like catharsis." The mini, whatever. That's not one of my favorite Beatles songs. Yeah, it's very famous. Hey Jude, or Judas Priest. I don't know where that name came from. Judas Priest. I don't know because this is Judas Iscariot who betrayed Jesus. Maybe they're kind of antichrist. They try to look like rebellion. Judas Priest, American rock band in what 1970s? I don't know any of their songs. Okay, so whatever. Yeah, so yeah, you have these 12 tribes of Jacob, later renamed as Israel. Okay, how many of the names do I remember? I don't know. I'm not good at memorizing names. You Reuben, Jude, Joseph, Benjamin, maybe Issachar, or I don't know. Okay, God, Gad. been so long. Okay, I don't remember. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, I think that was the old book of Genesis, and so they, there was famine in Israel, so they went to Egypt. They sold their dreamer brother as a slave in Egypt. Okay, so because they tried to save his life, but Reuben, he slept with one of the concubines of his father, Jacob, Israel. So he didn't get the prime blessing, number one blessing. Jude, second or third son, he got the prime blessing. But Joseph was 11th son, I guess. Next one is Benjamin, I guess. Yeah, Benjamin was ancestral figure of King Saul. The very first Israelite king, right? But King David, the second king in Israel, they're all brown, okay? Perhaps even black, but they're not white people, okay? So Middle Easterns, just brown people, just like me. Yeah, I'm Asian, right? But yeah, I'm brown too, okay? I'm not yellow. So yeah, Joseph, in his days, he was number one. He was what, secretary of the state or treasury in Egypt. Okay, so and later on, yeah, so Israelites they came to Egypt to avoid this famine, and then Moses, okay, and yeah, Aaron, his brother, and yeah, Levi, okay, yeah, it's one of I think one of the 12 tribes in Israel, okay, whatever. I think Moses and Aaron, I think they could be descendants of Levi. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, so Levi's gene is it American? Yeah, Levi. They make fantastic blue jeans, right? Levi, Levi's. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, good story. Yeah, my teachers in South Korea they told me, hey, Old Testament and New Testament, what is more interesting? We don't know. We didn't know. We didn't know much about Bible. Yeah, it's the Old Testament. The Old Testament has all this drama. New Testament, not much drama. It's more like Victorian age ethics lessons. Oh, golden rule. Do to others as you want others to do to you. Yeah, ethics, morality. Boring. New Testament. Jesus, Saint Paul. Boring. But Old Testament is full of stories, dramas. Yeah, that's what my Korean high school teachers told me. Okay, so or middle school teachers. Okay, yeah, they're very knowledgeable people. Okay, yeah, very knowledgeable. I didn't go to American high school. Okay, yeah, so in Korean high school, we are not co-ed. Yeah, there's some co-ed Korean high school when I was there. Yeah, there were 1980s, early 19 no, early 1990s. Okay, yeah, I'm become drunk now. Okay, so but it's okay because I came home at 11:30. So my bosses they told me, yeah, you can come late tomorrow. Okay, effervescence, all these bubbles. So it's just Alaskan water. Okay, it's so good. Yeah. So in Korea, at least when I was there, there's no high school prom night. It's because it's all boys school, girls school. I was in all boys school, okay? So yeah, there's some co-ed schools, but I've never been there. So I don't know anything about Seoulian, South Korean co-ed, half girl, half boys. I wasn't there, okay? When I went to Korean high school, it was all boys. Uniform for 3 years. Yeah, 12, 11, 10. Okay. Before that, Korea middle school. Okay. It was good school. Okay, so my hometown, Pampo. Seventh, eighth, and ninth, right? So I was bullied when I was in seventh grade. It's like God's courage. So I would become lazy. Whatever. Yeah, but eighth grade I started to study. Okay, seven, eight, and nine, Korean middle school. Ninth grade, yeah, I was way up there. Okay, because eighth grade I started to study. Okay, so when I was eighth grade, I was way up there, but not too high. Okay, but yeah, so 10, 11, 12, that's like high school. Yeah, I managed to get into this presumably second best high school in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, science school for the gifted, talented, elitist school. It's like Yale, not Harvard, but Yale. Yalean high school in South Korea is number two. Kinda, is arguably okay. So government funded. My parents didn't have to pay the tuition because it was paid by the government. Okay. Yeah. So I did study very hard when I was young. Okay. So I learned very well. Okay. Mathematics or American jazz or Motown. Okay. Yeah. Because I love learning things. Okay. So new things like dance, jazz, music, even painting, fine art. Uh, my mom, she studied Western fine art. Okay, so her friends, it was the number one school, maybe number two, but most likely number one. Okay, so yeah, my mom went to this Seoul, South Korea college, 4 year college, very prestigious school. Okay, so it was all female college, all female college. In South Korea, there's still, I think, there are still about 10 schools, 10 colleges, universities, 4 year universities. That's all women. Okay? So yeah, my mom went to all women school, like number one in South Korea, and she studied Western fine art. My mom, oh, she's so beautiful. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, I told my mom, I remember telling her that, Mom, oh, you're so beautiful. Would you marry me? Okay, so my mom was so tickled. Even today, tell my mom, oh, you're so beautiful lady. If I ever meet a Korean girl who's as good as you are, yeah, I would marry her tomorrow. My mom, she's like beautiful. She's has big eyes, big nose, big mouth. I literally, physically, yeah, she has beautiful lips, beautiful big mouth. big nose, big eyes, and her skin is so fair. So my dad once joked about my mom. Hey, maybe you have some Russian, Caucasian ancestry in somewhere up there in your ancestry. Maybe you got some Russian, Caucasian influence because you have big eyes, big nose, big mouth, fair white skin. So maybe somewhere back there, maybe you are mixed with some Russians. My dad, I remember that. My dad said that. Okay, so because typical Koreans, we don't have that three-dimensional features, but my mom had that. Okay, so I don't know. As far as I know, yes, they were 100% Koreans. Okay, so, because some Koreans are very dark complexion. Okay, so some Koreans are very dark. Okay, so in Korea and South Korea, I don't know about North Korea. I'm pretty sure it's the same. In South Korea, because I never went to North Korea. I never went to North Korea. Okay, so but in South Korea, yeah, they're very like pale white skin Korean, South Koreans, and halfway in the middle like brown, like me, and then they're very dark Koreans. Okay, so you may think Asians they're all yellow, brown. No, they're darker, lighter, even like pale white, the whole spectrum. Okay, yeah, whatever. So yeah, we are integrating backward. That's why it become minus x plus one. Okay, so I mean we didn't quite detail that. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so just know that we're integrating from right to left backward. Okay, so like Arabic, right? That's why it's minus one. Okay, yeah. We'll make it exact tomorrow. Okay, but right now, just take it as it is. Okay. Population curve, population equation. Okay, so and you have demand equation and you have revenue equation. Okay, but tomorrow later on we'll do this population equation. Actually is not one, it's not flat, but it's linear triangle pyramid. Okay, because realistically better approximation of reality, like you have Galileo, Isaac Newton, and Einstein, right? We want to be more closely approximate the reality of things. Okay, we are, yeah, just like in physics. Okay, we are doing applying the same principle, closer and closer and better, bigger and better approximation to reality. We are doing in economics now. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow we come up with a better population model, which is linear. Okay, yeah, one person make $100,000, $90,000, two people, $80,000, three people. Yeah, because it's pyramidal, food hierarchy, ecosystem. Okay, yeah, there are more poor people than rich people. Very handful of rich people than a lot of poor people. Okay, both in capitalist society and communist society. Okay, it's like that anywhere. Ancient, modern, communist countries like China, North Korea, or capitalistic democratic countries like America, Europe, it's all the same. It's always pyramidal. Only very few people are rich, and there are a lot of poor people. Middle class in the middle, between two extremity. You go to communist country, socialist country, or ancient countries, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Asia, Japan, Seoul, Korea, China. You go to Asia, you go to New Zealand, Australia, Africa, Native Americans. Yeah, it's always like that. It's always pyramid because that's nature. You have plants, herbivores, carnivores, and apex predators. Okay, it's always triangular. Okay, so we'll do the linear model of population demographics, not flat but linear demographics. Okay, then it becomes one dimension, second dimension, and third dimension. Okay, and that's the way to Walmart principle, Sam Walton theorem. Okay, and maybe we will take a shot at proving that. Okay, so I don't know. We may leave it to the next generation, or we may as well just do it. I don't know, but it will tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay. So. All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye.